Hey, what's going on, humans? Hopefully you're having a good day. I know I am. And so for right now, we'll be taking a look at the Wicked Cool Toys Jazwares World of Halo Skill New Halo Figures Series 2. God, that was a mouthful. But anyway, these are the new World of Halo Skill figures that are Wave 2 from Jazwares. It comprises of these 6 characters. Well, some are new, some we've gotten before, some are just different, but let's just go over who we have. This wave consists of UNSC Marine with a sniper, Air Assault Spartan with a needler, an elite warlord with energy sword, Grunt Construct with a mangler and a disruptor, Master Chief, and a Sentinel with a Sentinel beam. So, now, this version of Master Chief is not the one that comes with the wave, the one that comes with Master Chief. In this wave, he comes with an assault rifle. I don't know, for some reason they decided to add him into this wave, which I'm not surprised. They're really trying to make sure that everybody gets a Chief, which I'm okay with. But yeah, this is my Warthog version of Master Chief. And so this is him right here. And he's actually holding the disruptor for the Grunt because the Grunt can't hold it, unfortunately. So he's just here for eye candy. We're just going to set him in the back. We're not really going to focus on him. We're going to focus on these sort of newer guys. So without further ado, let's get started with the elite warlord. Excuse me. Move everyone out the way. And this is the elite warlord. And this is the exact same elite that came with the ghost figure. Yeah, so it's that same golden elite that comes with this energy sword right here. And they all come with their stands. I have their stands on them because you guys know I wanted them to stand up, but you can remove it. And then, you know, it takes some time to kind of get them to stand, but they don't take much. But anyway, for this elite right here, as you see, he's got good detail on all over him. I like the nice weather battle damage effect to his armor, which you can kind of see reflecting off the lights that I have. Very, very cool looking piece. And yes, this is the exact same as the one that came with the ghost, as I said. So there's not really anything different. This is just, you're just paying just $9, well, about $10, just for the exact same figure, just minus a ghost, so you can actually army build without buying a whole bunch of ghosts. Well, I know some people will be okay with buying a bunch of ghosts. There's nothing really wrong with that. But now, if you didn't want to get another version of the ghost, you can buy the warlord. And just to show it off, here is that warlord. So as you can see, there's really nothing different with these two. Energy swords are still the same, but for the articulation, the head does look up just a little bit. You can kind of look down, kind of side to side. It's on a little swivel, which I kind of do wish that this whole entire neck assembly could move, kind of like how the Jackals did. For the arms, you can kind of get it up in a straight T-pose. And the armor is made of like a soft rubbery plastic, so it's not going to hinder it too much. For the torso, he does have a little bit of a torso articulation there. It's on a little bit of a swivel. It's not too much. And then it's a 90-degree bend at the arm. And then he's got a bend and swivel at his wrist. The legs, you can straighten out all if you want. You can straighten them out if you needed to. We know the elites kind of have our almost, I want to say, almost grasshopper-like. So yeah, that is the elite warlord. Yep. And so we're going to move him out the way. We're going to go on someone else. Next up, we're going to have this Grunt Construct, which this Grunt is done up in a nice blue design, which I really do dig it. It's a nice blue, it's really blue, and if you know me, you know I love blue. So here he is with the Mangler. This is the brute weapon that's going to be new to Infinite. Show him off right here. He's got good sculpt, good detail all around his body. Really loved it. They're actually pretty detailed. That's actually pretty cool. Yep. Suckish part is none of the grunts that came out have came with plasma grenades, which I do want to have a suicide grunt army. But for the articulation on this guy, his head is on a ball joint, so he can swivel it instead of looking left to right, look down, and the arms rotate fully. They can come all the way up. Can give a little rotation to it. The wrists are on a nice little swivel, a slight swivel, because how the forearms are designed, the wrists are designed, you can't really move it too much inward. And then as for the feet, you got the legs, they don't really stand up straight, they're kind of hunched over. So then plug that in. And then the mauler, just take that out. And it's the exact same one that came with the brute captains. Show this weapon off. And he did come with this disruptor that I have Chief holding, because the grunt can't really hold it well because of how his arms, excuse me, how his hands are molded. Well, he actually might be able to hold it in the right. Let me see. Try to get that on. Nah, that's not going to work. Or maybe. Okay, so yeah. So he can hold it on his... So he can only hold one weapon, because on his left arm, the hand's not really molded properly for it to hold. So yeah, I lied. So yeah, he can still hold it. That's good. So anyway, actually, here's the grunt that came with the Marine 2-pack. Oh, don't shoot him in the head. He's your buddy. Scope-wise, they are both the same. The only thing that's different is, I want to say, the color and the different shades of like the skin. For these guys, he's much more of a darker brown sort of color. And of course, you have the different armor pieces. So, kind of see them both all around. Show that off. Yep. And that is your grunt construct, friend. So move him off to the back. Next, we're going to go with the UNSC Marine that comes with a sniper. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool. So the only thing that's different with this Marine is that he has a different helmet compared to the other ones, and he also comes with this sniper rifle, and he's also decked out in a sort of blue, almost kind of like a light blue, baby bluish camo design, which is different from the rest. And to show it off, here's a small comparison between him, the Grunt 2-pack Marine, and the normal release that came with the commando rifle. So you can kind of see the differences between them, like in the helmets, like their faces are covered up, but they showed his face, so slightly different. But yeah, it's good enough. I mean, the Marines, of course, are good for army building, so it's always good fun to have more of those. And he also has a combat knife on him. So I can see the combat knife on his torso. Show that off better. And holding the sniper, you can get him to hold it. It's just that, you have the individual trigger finger, which it does not go in, unfortunately. So It's a little too tiny for me to cut. So, you know, you can still kind of hold it proper. He can still get him to hold it properly with 2 hands. And he also has stands in case he needs to set down and snipe someone from the distance, of course. You can take it out. And you can plug it into his back. So, you know, let's go over his articulation real quick. I know the head is on a ball joint, so he can look up. Can look down a little bit, side to side. And then full articulation on the arms. They can come all the way up. Bend inward at 90 degrees. He does have torso, really good torso, range of motion in the torso. Side to side. Can lean back just a little bit. As for the legs, he is double jointed at the knee, of course. And then he does have thigh swivel. And articulated in the feet. So yeah, that'll be it for our sniper friend. So I'm going to move on to the air assault Spartan. I'll show you how he is. Now this air assault Spartan comes with a needler, which is actually pretty nice to give him Covenant weapon. Now he does come packaged it holding the needler in his left arm, so I just kind of left it there because it's slightly different. But yeah, this is the air assault Spartan in a nice gunmetal gray decked out color, but he also does have an orange arm, which that's very different. I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing in Halo Infinite. For some reason, I just haven't been keeping up on the Halo news. I just don't know why. But yeah, he does have the same basic articulation as the rest of the Spartans do. Head can kind of look up and down. It's a little limited. Rotate the arm fully. Got a double bend in the arm right here. And it can come up. They are made of a soft rubber plastic, so it doesn't really hinder it too much. Of course, they're double. Oh, drop the needler. Nice double bend at the knee, of course. Does have thigh swivel. And then you have feet articulation. Yeah, for these tiny little guys, they are really detailed, which I can see the justification in the $10 price point. So yes. No weird pose. And for his size comparison, here he is next to Mark 5B variant Spartan. And the Mark 7 Spartan. Show them off to next to the Spartans. Wow, I'm just gonna keep hitting the camera. Nice work. And then that'll be all with him. And then last but not least, which would have to be my favorite one of this entire wave, would be this thing. It's a Sentinel. I did not see this one coming. Yeah, so this is a Sentinel. These are like the guardians around the ring. They do the work. They also can defend. They also, depending on what part of the game you're on, they could be your ally or your enemy. And it's better when they are your ally, especially on Legendary. So yeah, this is a Sentinel, and I gotta say, this has to be my favorite one in the entire wave, because I didn't even see this one coming, so there you have the Sentinel, and he does have this own specific stand. He does have a peg underneath it here, which of course you just plug it in, and he comes with the Sentinel beam, which is slipping out, so I'll show that off real quick. Here is the Sentinel beam. I'll have to show off Chief holding that later. And he does have his own specific stand, so I like that very much. So the Sentinel, now these do come off, unfortunately. They come off a little too easily. You know, these are like the arms that they have if they need to do some stuff. But then, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. It looks nice. You see, it's got the two light blue eyes for him. And then you have the rotation of the arms on little ball joints, so you can kind of move these arms forward if needed to. Do some type of work or do some type of damage. They are on good articulation, so you can rotate them. Yeah, and all in all, that's the Sentinel, and I love this thing very much. This was the coolest of the designs. I can't wait to army build this thing. These guys are awesome. And just to show it off, here's Chief holding the Sentinel beam. So it slides in his hand perfectly, but his joint on this hand's a little weak. So you know it's going to slouch a little bit. But they are supposed to hold them in the game like this. But yeah, it's going to fall. Yeah, just thought I'd show that off real quick. And just one more thing. So something new that they did with the packaging. Instead of have Master Chief running in the background, they will show off the entire way for the new series on the back of the packaging. So that's actually pretty nice. So just wanted to include that in there. But other than that, that'll do it for this one. This was the Wicked Cool Toys World of Halo scale from Jazwares. This consists of course, UNSC Marine with the sniper rifle, Elite Warlord energy sword, Grunt construct with a mangler and a disruptor, Air Assault Spartan with a needler, Sentinel with a Sentinel beam, and Master Chief, even though this is not the one that comes with this wave, just added them in there. And that'll be it for this one. Hope you guys liked the video. Hopefully it helped you out. And yeah, I really do recommend this line. You know, small collectible Halo figures, you can army build, they're perfect for them. So, you know, I like them a lot. Pretty easy to find, pretty easy to get. And so they should be hitting stores right now. I found these guys at Target on a humbug. And yep, that's pretty much it. So you guys take it easy. Y'all have fun. Be safe out there.